June 22nd, 2017. As the sun rises on the morning after the expansion draft, 4 of the 30 new players meet up at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign to kick off a tour of their new hometown.
It's going to be different. I haven't really been outside the Strip, so I'm excited to see what the city has to offer and check things out.
I've been out here, not a lot, but a few times, and I haven't seen much of the whole city. So I'm looking forward to doing that kind of today. I think we're touring around a bit, but I'm excited. It's excited to kind of find a new place to call home.
Along for the day's adventures with the 4 newly drafted players is Reed Duke, the young free agent who was the very first Golden Knight to be signed to the organization a few months ago.
I was at the award show last night with some of my family, and just being able to experience that with them and kind of take everything in. Watching the team being unveiled, and it was incredible. I'm really excited for the city, and you could just kind of see the buzz with everybody walking around.
Of the 30 players chosen in the expansion draft, Derek England is the one player who actually already calls Las Vegas home. So moving from the Calgary Flames to the Vegas Golden Knights means he'll be a lot closer to his family during the NHL season.
Played for the Wranglers for a year and a half, 2 years. The first 2 years they were here. Met my wife out here. Our kids were both born here, and it's home for us now. So we've been here for 14 years, I think now. So it's we just built a new house, and it's going to be home for a while to come now.
After some photos at the Las Vegas sign, the 5 guys head over to the Ultimate Fighting Championship headquarters, where they're given a warm welcome to the city by UFC President Dana White, his entire staff, and a few of the UFC athletes. The Golden Knights will be sharing a home at T-Mobile Arena with the UFC, as they too hold their events there.
We've been the only sports franchise here for a very long time. And when I grew up here, there was like 250,000 people in Las Vegas. Now there's over 2 million. This city continues to grow, and I think you start to become a real city when you actually have some sports franchises in your city, and I think it's a big deal for us.
After their meet and greet at the UFC headquarters, Marc-Andre Fleury and Reed Duke head over to a nearby rec center to play some street hockey with a group of local kids.
That's such a good thing that hockey players, get to do. When you spend time with kids and people in the community, it's nice to build that relationship. You're trying to build a fan base from the ground up right now, so getting out there is so important, and it's always good to do that for them and put a smile on a few faces.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to see the suburbs and see that Vegas is not only a strip, right? There's so much more.
Having just won back-to-back Stanley Cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins, it's a little bit of a bittersweet transition for Marc-Andre Fleury, but the Canadian native is definitely looking forward to the change in climate.
It's nice weather all year long. You can use the pool all year long. I know my kids will love it, and I think it'll be fine. A lot of people already call me, trying to schedule visits, come see me. So I'll have to look for a big house with a lot of rooms, I guess.
Meanwhile, the team has planned a special helicopter tour of Las Vegas for Jason Garrison, Braden McNabb, and Derek England.
I haven't seen too much of the city, so it should be fun to get kind of a bird's eye view from the helicopter today.
The helicopters land on the west side of the city at Red Rock National Park, where the guys get out for a few minutes to take some photos and let it all sink in. They can all agree that being drafted to an expansion team in Las Vegas is something that they would have never imagined happening when they started their careers in the NHL.
No, never. That's for sure. It's definitely very cool, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of this kind of thing that's going to happen. And just meeting everyone, I think it's going to be very successful.
Well, it definitely didn't cross my mind at all, but it's very cool, and it's you can just tell the excitement of all the guys and even around the league that it's there's a lot of expectation, but also a lot of buzz.
Ending up signing here and right in my backyard, being living here now is it's still surreal. It's still sinking in, and but I'm extremely excited.
As the day winds down, local sports fans gather to watch the city's long-standing minor league baseball team. And tonight, the guest of honor throwing out the first pitch is the city's very first major league athlete.
From your Vegas Golden Knights hockey team, starting playing the leftovers, please welcome Reed Jones.
Although he's been signed to the Golden Knights for over 3 months, he hadn't yet made it out from Calgary to explore his new hometown, Las Vegas, until now.
Everybody that I've talked to, they just tell me there's so much more than just the strip. So, it was a busy day, but I was glad that we got in so much. We went to school, taught some kids how to shoot and stick handle. Met Dana White at the new UFC training facility. Hung out with some of the new players, so it was a lot of fun to be a part of.